Cardi B and Offset, sadly, they are getting a divorce, and people, they want answers. Meanwhile, Google searches for Cuban doll, they've gone through the roof. Apparently, Offset, he was allowed to cheat, he just wasn't allowed to get caught. Now, students, they've organized a free 6ix9ine walkout. Lil Pump, he got detained in Denmark for taunting the cops. Billboard charts, there's been controversy over Travis Scott's #1 claim, and Tekashi, well, he might actually be the #1 for the album. Sorry, I know, it's Tekashi. My bad. Kevin Hart will be your host for the Oscars 2019. The Avengers Infinity War trailer, well, it's been delayed out of respect for the funeral of George Bush Sr. Danielle Bergoli, or Bad Baby, well, she's getting her own reality television show via Snapchat. XXX Tentacion, his album Skins, it's been leaked. And we'll have all that and more in just a second.
I'm in the hospital.
You lie so much.
Just send the location.
I'm number one.
What's going on, Fab? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, and welcome back to Famous News. Now, I've been asking you guys to help me out a bunch with the Mia Help Mike campaign via Twitter, and the world works in truly mysterious ways. Because just before I filmed this video, something arrived in my email that's Mia Khalifa related. It's very exciting, and I'll talk about that at the end of this video. Now, we've got some breaking news. It's very juicy, lots of tea. So let's get right down to brass tacks. Poor Offset. I mean, he didn't even get the threesome at the end of the day.
So everybody been bugging me and everything. And you know, I've been trying to work things out with my baby father for a hot minute now.
Just last night, Cardi B dropped a bomb on the world with her camera set to selfie, where she revealed that her relationship with Offset, it's been on the rocks for some time, and the two, well, they're likely gonna be getting divorced. All of a sudden, young Hollywood, it all cried at once, really.
Things just haven't been working out between us for a long time, and it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore.
In the comment section under the post, Offset wrote, "Y'all won." Now, this all comes just a year after their impromptu wedding that took place in September of 2017. We've made an entire video about their engagement titled Before They Were Engaged. Back then, it was so romantic. It's also pulled in 1 million views. Great video. But now, well, it's kind of worthless. Belcalis Almanzar? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But whatever. You're gonna be Belcalis McCrudden in no time once you answer my burning question. Will you marry me? Just last week, Offset was interviewed by the New York Times where he was gushing about his wifey. He talked about the future, he discussed her changing him for the better, she taught him to be more open, and they had plans to make some music together. He said this: "I'd seen her potential, her vision, her grind, whatever she does, she's gonna master it. She's like me, she brings excitement and pressure to me, but I like that. She's #1, so every time I'm hitting the charts, I've got to be top 10. The two together, it was good for business, they seemed to be a match made in heaven, everyone was loving it. But of course, when any celebrity couple goes through a breakup, people are always looking for the tea. Now, there have been cheating rumors surrounding the pair as far back as when they first got married. There was also an alleged leaked sex tape. Then there was Cardi B's bar brawl with the strip club bartenders Jade and Batty G. And then there were online whispers that Offset, well, he was looking for a three-way with rapper Cuban doll and her ex-friend Summer. Now, both girls, they've made statements via social media since. Cuban doll went on to say, "These bitches so ready to switch sides, it's crazy. It's like we was never friends." And Summer, well, she had this to say. "Good morning, a quick letter to the fans, followers, and social media outlets. During the last 48 hours, I haven't enjoyed the social media frenzy. Not only it is draining, but humbling. I will always be a woman enough to admit when I'm wrong, and in this situation I was. Seeing another woman's pain does not bring me any joy, nor do I think this is funny. I've always been for women supporting each other, but in this situation, not only myself, but others have failed. I separated myself from certain situations and people for a reason. This is not a letter for sympathy, but acknowledgement to everyone whom has questions. Going into 2019, focused and dedicated to becoming a better me. Thank y'all, Summer." I can see through you. See the review, you know I'm ugly, ugly like me. I can see through you. When I go through a breakup, I listen to Stained. Just putting that out there. In a now deleted post while Offset, he wrote, "I never tried to combo with you hoes, cap, cap, cap. Leave me and my fam out of the cap. Bust ass hoes with no bag. Good on the thoughts." At the end of the day, well, I just feel bad for all of them. I really like this couple. They were They were a couple goals, and we're going to be updating our Before They're Famous on Cuban Doll. Despite all the negative headlines, Offset has announced that he'll be dropping a new song today. Also, his new album is on its way. In similar news, XXXTentacion, his album Skins, well, it's been leaked. Now, I would chalk this up as an absolute mess, total disaster, but we did see with 6ix9ine's Dummy Boy, it didn't affect the actual release of his album. He still ended up hitting number 1. Talking about that in just a sec. So listen, if you want to show your respects to X, I would just wait till Friday for the official release. Lil Pump, he got arrested last night in Copenhagen, that's in Denmark. I had to look that up. And that's because he flipped off the cops. That's right, he gave him the old bird. Now his mugshot, it's priceless and likely gonna be, selling a few units of merch. All the kids be doing that these days. This is the 18-year-old rapper's 3rd arrest. First time it went down in Miami where he was driving without a license. Then earlier this year, he fired a gun at his home in LA and he went to jail because he had violated his parole. Regardless, it doesn't look like he's too upset. That mugshot, again, definitely gonna sell a lot of merch. Now, just yesterday, we reported that Travis Scott's Astroworld had returned to the #1 spot on Billboard, and Travis was celebrating via Twitter. But it turns out there may have been some calculation errors, and the true #1 honors, well, they go to 6ix9ine's Dummy Boy. Now, Billboard has yet to confirm the news. However, they stated, our team has done a deep dive and found the cause of the initial discrepancy. We've since then reprocessed the jobs necessary and refinalized the charts. As a result, 6ix9ine's Dummy Boy will be moving to #1. Our team is working quickly to identify the root cause of this discrepancy to ensure that we get it right the first time. Now, Rihanna, she turned heads via Instagram with her lingerie post, promoting her Holiday Savage X Fenty line, just in time for the holidays. All you girls gonna be dressing up like some naughty elves. Now, noticeably missing was Chris Brown. Last time she posted something like this, he was all up in them comment section giving the drooling emoji, but I think he learned his lesson. Stay the hell out of Fenty's IG. You've done enough already. Let's move on. There was a news story circulating just yesterday from The Hollywood Reporter that the Oscar host gig, well, it's considered the worst job in Hollywood. Yeah, there's been a big dip in viewership since 2014. They went from 45 million views that year to 26.5 million last year. No one can save this sinking ship. Oprah Winfrey was offered the gig, as was Justin Timberlake, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Jerry Seinfeld. They all turned it down.
No thanks. Please. No thanks.
Fresh off the news of this being the worst gig in Hollywood, well, Kevin Hart, he was announced as your host for 2019, and he took to IG to celebrate. I think he's the right pick. I'm blown away simply because this has been a goal on my list for a long time. To be able to join the legendary list of hosts that have graced that stage, it's unbelievable. He thanked his friends, he thanked his family, he thanked his fans, and he ended it with, it's time to rise to the occasion. Bad Baby, aka Danielle Bregoli, well, she's landed her very own reality show, and it's gonna be broadcast via Snapchat. Yeah, it's a 12-episode docuseries, and in her words, Snapchat is replacing TV. Anyway, the girl's a teen idol. She likely has millions of followers on the app. And I don't even know how to work Snapchat. I go in there, I'm left, I'm right, I'm like, I'm done with this thing. Anyway, I'm glad to see. Because it didn't start off as like a dick pic app. Never mind, let's move on. Finally, there's been a small movement online that's picking up a little bit of steam. A bunch of students are planning a walkout. Why? Well, they want 6ix9ine freed from jail. They've taken to social media telling everyone that today they need to put down their pencils. Do kids still use pencils? I don't know. Put down their crayons, or actually grab all the multicolored crayons and hit the streets. I doubt this is gonna have an impact on the man's arrest. Although it's a good day, you know, to know your fans are all united like that. Let's move on to what's trending, kicking things off with YouTube. Now, today was supposed to be the release of the Avengers Infinity War Part 2 trailer, but it was decided to put a hold on this with George H.W. Bush's funeral. Now, they felt that it would be in bad taste to make the day all about the most anticipated trailer of the year when all major news cycles were having funeral coverage. And yeah, well, I can understand that. So tune in tomorrow, we'll talk about the trailer. There you go. Now, there's a YouTube original series titled Wayne, and to me it looks like Shameless mixed with Kick-Ass, an anti-hero series, and it's set in a high school. Here we go.
I once saw him hammer a number 2 pencil into a dude's hand.
Never seen him eat a vegetable, but did see him stab a kid with a carrot.
The description reads, Wayne has burnt down his house, he's exacted vigilante justice, and allegedly stabbed someone with a carrot. But his heart it's in the right place. If you're interested, you can check this out as a YouTube original series. It comes out on January of 2019. I might watch it. I'm into these YouTube originals. I'm happy to see YouTube going in the Netflix direction. Now, Margot Robbie and a woman whose name I can't pronounce to save the life of me, Saoirse and Ronan. It's Irish. I really should know.
Your name is a mystery to me.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
How do you pronounce her name? And it's
Anyway, they took to Wired to do an autocomplete interview and answer the internet's most searched questions about themselves. It's a 2-for-1. I enjoyed it.
Is Margot Robbie in Transformers?
Random. Do I look like someone in Transformers, maybe?
Maybe they just want you to be in Transformers.
Maybe.
I watched the entire video. It turns out her name is Saoirse Ronan. Now you know. These girls, they're promoting their new film, Mary Queens of Scots. It's out in the theaters December 7th, which is like in 2 days. And to see more of these two babes, I'll probably go check it out. Now, Dude Perfect, they broke another world record. This one looks to me like the human centipede on a bunch of gym balls. But hey, they're handing out Guinness World Records to they might as well just move the Guinness World Record shop to the Dude Perfect studio. You know what I mean? Every day they be taking home them awards. And not having one Guinness, ever.
Yes! Yes!
People TV, it got an exclusive look inside the Indian and Western weddings of Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. And, yeah, they look nice. Little piece of info for you guys. Okay, no one's gonna believe this, but once upon a time, I actually had a massive audition to have a role in the TV show Quantico. That was like Priyanka Chopra's like big American debut. And in this scene, I would have hooked up with her in a car.
Can I get your number?
I'm not even kidding you. And if that had gone down, well, maybe it could have been me and her at a wedding. It would have been in Ireland and India, and it would have been way under budget. Regardless, a lot of people on Twitter have been talking about the wedding. Her veil was 75 feet long. Some people are comparing it to the size of their apartments, and others that parachute from your childhood gym class. You remember the one, you know? All right. Also on Twitter, there is a Harvard professor whose research concluded that the ideal number of French fries to accompany any meal is 6. Any more? Well, you're being a little excessive. Now to this man I say, there are 6 McDonald's fries under my car seat. Sir, you can have those. I'll order myself another supersize. RuPaul's Drag Race, it's getting a UK version. And of course, well, there's mixed opinions. All the homophobes, they took to Twitter. And of course, Cardi B, her big announcement, well, it dominated Instagram. But you also gotta check out this pic of Damn Wide Neck and Damn Long Neck. The two, they swap bodies, or necks. They've swapped everything. And you gotta remember that all necks matter.
all necks matter.
Moving on to who to follow, now I got some online love from the music producer and DJ. She's also a drummer. Her name is Nick FX. And her most recent work, well, it's made its way to iHeartRadio. She sent me a bunch of clips. I'm not sure which ones I can show you, but take a look. She's also a babe. Of course, we leave links down below to everyone we talk about. I also want to promote more of you guys, so keep sending me your stuff. Your babe of the day is Playmate Julie Barbie. Embrace yourselves, fellas, because this girl's a wild one. Her captions, they're pretty honest. She writes, "Sent this pic to my mom, and she asked why it low-key looked like I sniffed my armpit." Her mom's so supportive. Now, Julie caught my eye because she was wearing the exact same Halloween outfit that my girlfriend was wearing. That outfit's actually really good from the back. And Julie's also a native from Canada. She lives out in the Niagara region. She's got 50,000 followers on Instagram, and she recently launched her own YouTube channel. You can check her out.
What's going on? Can we talk? Oh, okay. Well then, let's try this again.
Finally on the come up, now I teased this in the intro, you guys know I'm hoping to work with Mia Khalifa, hashtag Mia Help Mike. But in a weird coincidence, the group behind the track Mia Khalifa, you know, I Love Friday, well, they just hit me up via email today. They're a music duo featuring a producer and a vocalist. They've been blowing up on TikTok on that app. Everyone's using this song, Mia Khalifa. They're also getting big numbers on YouTube with millions and millions of plays. And my Mia Khalifa video, it's trending every day, and I think it has something to do with this song. We're gonna get to work on it before they're famous on I Love Friday. I think we'll drop that on a Friday, probably next one. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in this episode of Famous News. My name is Mike McCrudden. Be sure to hit subscribe, turn on those post notifications. We'll see you here every day at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's Eastern Time. We're in Toronto. See you guys in another episode. Boom!